That's Mike 123. I need someone to talk with, lol. Len, ikaw muna salita. Len.
Okay, just wait.
Okay.
To those who just arrived, welcome again to the Osmania 2017 Philippine Summer Tournament.
We're currently having technical issues right now, so please bear with us because this is just our backup streamer currently doing our streaming for us due to our primary streamers being unavailable. But yeah, the show must go on. We're going to have the 4K qualifier map pool showcase between yours truly, Surf285 versus Ray Vile. Well, the qualifier rounds are pretty much simple. You play all 4 note charts in a room twice, and the best scores are going to be taken, and all players are going to be ranked according to their. Okay, all players are going to be ranked according to their scores, and Again, all players are going to be ranked according to their scores, and the top 16 players, depending on whether more than 16 automatically qualify, whose criteria is going to be revealed later in the stream, will advance to the tournament. The 4K tournament has 44 registered players, so the field is actually quite tight. Len, any words?
Now that you mentioned the auto qualifying criteria, the thing that interests me a lot is that now that we impose a cutoff, we can now see
It's not really a cutoff.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. But now we can see if there are actually more than 16 players very capable of playing the current pool and the upcoming pools, and we might see some very interesting matchups if that were to be the case.
And if you happen to come from the recently ended, as in freshly ended just minutes ago, Springtime Oceania Free for All tournament, you're going to be extremely familiar with the format of the qualifiers today. I mean, for this tournament. Len?
So, having soft in mind, you are really advised not to sight read the map pools, both 4K and 7K. Please, do not sight read.
And speaking of the map pools, let us proceed to our map pool showcase. So yeah.
And from this point, I'll be taking over. So
I'll be going off stream for the meantime.
Enjoy the show.
Playing LOL.
Good luck, sir. So most of you will be very familiar with how soft works. So with the following maps, it is expected that we would face with the 4 maps we're gonna have an SV pick, an accuracy pick, an LN pick, and a technical pick. All of these factors are coming into play with the 4K and the 7K pools. We will be starting anytime soon. So hold on to your seats, and we're gonna start anytime soon. To those who just arrived, welcome to the tournament, and now we're starting our showcase. We're starting off with Porter Robinson natural light diffraction. This is an SV pick, very hard to sight read. So it, uh, you're in luck if you're able to watch the showcase right now, and you would know what to expect. And now we see the slow jams and the speed ups, and quite a lot of light stuttering. So please be advised. Keep in mind that this is for V2, so it's very easy to drop 200s and lower accuracy grades when dealing with these long notes. And there, we just saw a sudden slow jam, which can easily trip up anyone who is about to sight read this song. Coupled with a couple of speed ups, this becomes very difficult to sight read. And we see that Rave takes multiple drops from the speed ups. It just goes to show how difficult this map can be. Both players still above the S rank, so that's very reflective that they have practiced the pool. So if you guys are very familiar with coinage, some of the speed ups here can be very easy to manage. If there's anything that you would have to be familiar with, is the speed ups and the sudden slowdowns. Since the song is it's pretty predictable and has a regular beat, it shouldn't be very difficult to practice. And that ends the first map. Both players having a score roughly around greater than 850,000, around the 840,000 mark by average. So even if you did practice, expect to see scores like this in the actual match. So next we're having an accuracy pick, Tristam Truth Exco Remix. I think this is by despite being an accuracy pick, Surf2 just said that this map is actually hard to get decent accuracy. Okay, so again, this is Tristam Truth Exco Remix, charted by Halogen with hard difficulty around HP8 and OD8. This is actually listed as a technical pick instead of an accuracy pick. It's around 3.09 SR. So we have yet to see what makes this map technical. So far, it only has very simple short streams and doubles. So both players playing pretty well, both at 99% accuracy. And there we can see the part that can trip up some of the lower end of the players. We can see 100 drills taking place at which I assume are at 1/3 snap, and we can see some mini split drills and mini split drills. Yes, and coupled with some long notes which can trip up some other players, considering that this is on score V2. Things look very consistent, so this is something that can easily be done through practice. And now we're faced with some 1/4 reverse shields. So those with difficulty reading LN patterns can easily trip on this kinds of stuff. And we can see that Rave goes below 99% accuracy. Just goes to show how the technical side of the map is hard to do some decent accuracy on. Coming up. Coming up next is Ellen pick. You can't have Osimania without anime music. So this is Nana Morichu Gorakubu, My Place, the Ikimasho, uploaded by Surf285, XS Ellen Normal. This is an Ellen pick. Something that has been recently introduced in the 4K meta, which are Ellen maps when it comes to tournaments. So this should be pretty easy to play out, considering that it only has an SR of 2.95. The chart is pretty reflective of the indicated SR. So let's see what comes out of the map. Please do be reminded again that this is on score V2, so it can be very easy to miss on the LN pattern. This is an OD7, so it shouldn't be as harsh as it should be. And now we're starting. So we're starting off with some short Ellen presses, short Ellen doubles. So this shouldn't be very difficult to play. But now we are seeing some doubles with differing lengths. So this can trip up some people who aren't very used to long notes. We'll definitely favor the people who have some experience in playing long notes. Both players maintaining at least a 99% accuracy. So this goes to show that both players know how to play long notes. If you consider their Ellen dance, both players still at 99% accuracy. Nothing new, but most of the difficulty should come from the double short Ellen presses. Nothing too complex with the concurrent Ellen presses. So most of the difficulty should the challenge of the difficulty should rely a lot on the player's ability to be able to press the Ellen at the sufficient amount. And at the end, we're being faced again with weird Ellen releases that aren't really at sync. There we end, and there we end the song. Both players maintaining a 99% accuracy above the 970,000 score. Not very difficult, but a map that can still trip up players who aren't very used to Ellen. And now we're having our last map for the qualifiers, Rotterdam Cherno by Exe. Cherno, sorry. Rotterdam Cherno by Exe. Difficult name is Freeze, HP8 and HP6 and OD8. Another technical pick for the pool. So there have been rumors that the map is rather easy, but let's see what led the map pickers to choose this song. Surf2 just said that this is the easiest chart in the pool. Huh. That's very odd, considering that it is placed as the fourth map in the pool. We should be starting anytime soon. And we've started. So far, only basic patterning with simple stairs and doubles and triples. Nothing too different about the map. So we're being faced with some doubles and triples and Ellen usages. Very simple pattern usages. Nothing too complex about the song. Just some regular 200 BPM stuff. And now we're entering the single stream section. Not a lot of people can actually maintain a good accuracy on simple stairs. This is an OD5, regular OD, but now we have that thrill section, which can trip up players on the lower end. and now we're and some anchors and a roll section. More and now we're seeing Surf with a miss. Didn't really expect that, and another miss. So some jacks and some split jump drills uh, can trip up quite a lot of players, considering that split jump drills are very awkward to play. And now you mentioned that this is on a pretty low BPM. Ha ha ha! I just jinxed you, sir, with 5 misses. And that concludes the 4K Maple showcase. 7K showcase is coming up soon. Going to be played by yours truly and with against Maple Syrup.
And I'm back. Sergio 85 speaking, fresh K map pool showcase. And coming up next is the 7K map pool showcase, which are going to be played by the commentator. .098 or was it 099 or something? But yeah. So about the 7K qualifiers, the interesting thing about them is that they might actually be harder than the 4K qualifiers, and a lot of players who joined the 4K tournament actually are part of the 7K tournament also. That's why it should be interesting. It should be interesting to see whether things are going to be the same. Okay, so yeah, the room is already ready for action. And first up in our map pool showcase for the 7K tournament is ENCX's One Day, the SV diff. It's not really charted by Lenfried. It was actually charted by NowSmart and was just re-uploaded by Lenfried himself. It has 1.62 in star rating, but as you expect from the 4K qualifiers, there is a small catch. Let us see what it is. Now, a short preview about these two players in the room. Lenfried and Maple Syrup are actually former Team Philippines players in the Osmania World Cup 7K 2016, and were part of that team that defeated Poland. Yeah, the match has already started, so yeah, let's see what's with this pool. Some random cheering in the background. And we're seeing SVs right off the bat. Well, the funny thing is, like, it does seem tame from the streamer's perspective, and it actually looks tame as it looks like for me. But okay, you saw that. Let's just make the chart do the talking for me. Yes, it's actually, as you can see, the SV changes in this chart are not sight readable. And you can actually see both players actually struggling to keep up their accuracies, unlike natural light from earlier in the 4K qualifier showcase. And Bluefire is actually struggling to keep that S. Meanwhile, Lenfried, well, obviously because he's the one who uploaded this, is the one... Oh, he dropped! Did I just curse him? But yeah, he's actually really good at this chart, and I'd say we're already at the last few seconds, and there's something about it. I'll let the chart do the talking. Ooh! That SV, that long note, that final long note is actually going to be your bane. So yeah, that ends our first chart. ENCX's One Day. Stupid shitness, I knew it. Now, for our second qualifier chart for the 7K tournament, we have NMST's Snowflakes, the hyper difficulty. Guys, don't swear, don't swear, don't swear. Lol. Anyways, this chart is actually the can be considered as the tournament's accuracy chart and stuff. And as you can actually see that the patterns are actually quite tame, and hopefully all of you guys can actually do this. And the music is actually quite beautiful too. Nothing much to note other than those random one-half notes, some possible 1/4. There's a mini 3 notes. There's nothing really that major, and in accuracy than score V1. So that's something that everyone should be able to practice. That's my point. 3. Now, for our third note chart in this qualifiers, we have Nagi's Inside. If you're actually taking note of the qualifiers, and basically this is if you're coming from the Oceania World Cup 4K World Cup 2016, you should actually be familiar of this song, because this is one of the songs in the group stage. But since it's 7K, obviously we're going to expect a different chart. But Knowing this, it should be expected that this is actually going to be long notes. And how are these long notes implemented? There's this thing about Lenfrey, though. He actually doesn't really. He actually hates those high level noodles like O2 Jam, O2 Slam stuff. Well, he has that. He just quite despises it a bit. Now, the thing about this chart is that the long notes are quite tricky to hit, and they might be on regular snaps, except for a few few of them. Well, they're actually quite tricky to pull off, since not only because you're to score and because of accuracy, and okay, there's also something for you to note. And this song is actually so beautiful, and hopefully you don't actually screw up on this next fire stage already starts. In the chorus, the long note releases start to become more complicated and much more layered, so it has to be expected that you'll have to work on this quite properly. Moving on to our final note chart. We have Nivra double zeros the Rose and the Nightingale, charted by Nivra 00. Yes, this is actually his own composition. A beautiful composition, to be honest. And don't let the star rating fool you. This is extremely technical. It's actually going to be very, very tricky to pull off a very good score on this. You could, from the get-go itself, you could actually see some complicated chord usage already, and some stairs that lead to 6/7 trills, some chord jacks also. It's basically one of those piano charts that you're going to love a lot. And those are chord jacks on the ring fingers and middle fingers. Quite hard to pull off. The chart is actually quite choke bait. You off this quite choky, and those 6/7 trills really hard to pull off. And that 100 stream lol. Lanfried, surprisingly, is actually struggling keeping up the accuracy. Might actually be because of his own keyboard. And that ends our for Osmania Philippines Summer Tournament 2017 7K Map Pool Showcase. Now that everything has been revealed, it means we shall reveal the automatic qualification criteria. Well, qualification criteria is that if you get a score set, if you get this set score in the qualifiers, you automatically get a spot in the group stages without worries. But if not enough players reach by this method, normal ranking criteria would apply. And we're going to end this stream with this graphic showing I mean, Lenfried cannot because he has some errands, and that's good luck next week. First qualification. That's it for me.